Lidl have just released one of the cheapest pressure washers I've ever seen in my life. And yesterday morning, this caused such a stir to the point I saw people fighting to get their hands on one. I was one of the lucky people who made it out alive. And the same thing happened with their cheap air conditioners last month as well. Anyway, you're not going to believe how much I paid for this because I paid just £27.99. And being at such a ridiculously low price, it got me thinking, surely this cannot be that good. Can it? The first thing you'll notice is the Parkside pressure washer is tiny, like their wet vac I featured last month. It seems like Mars bars aren't the only thing shrinking. But unlike shrinkflation, the prices are coming down. So you would imagine there would have to be some compromises. And immediately, I noticed a big one. The hose is an abysmal 3 meters. So unless you're cleaning a little Tykes car, I think you are going to struggle. However, they do give you a 5 meter power cable, which means you're going to have 8 meters of clearance to get around the car. I think in most cases, you're still going to need to use an extension lead if you want to be using it without having to drag it around too much. But we will see in a moment's time when we take it outside. So let's quickly run through the numbers. The Parkside pressure washer has a 1400 watt motor with a rated working pressure of 74 bar and a maximum pressure of 110 bar. It can deliver up to 6 litres of water per minute and it comes with a 30-degree spray nozzle. They also chuck in a 3-year warranty. In terms of build quality, despite it looking like a toy pressure washer, in the flesh, it feels quite nice. I've got a nice chunky on-off switch. The handle feels solid. It doesn't have wheels, but it's not a deal breaker. And it feels lighter than my Karcher K3 out back. So I'm intrigued to see how this one's going to go. But another thing that has caught my attention is this hosepipe ban. Not everybody's affected by it in the UK. But still, I'd love to see whether I could draw some water from a source such as a bucket instead of running it through an outside tap. As for the trigger and the lance, they don't exactly scream premium build quality, but we'll see how we go in a moment's time when we take this outside and clean a vehicle. The hose clips in quite nicely actually, and I know it is a 3 meter hose and I keep badgering on about it, but there are other manufacturers out there who do make longer hoses that may fit into the machine. So if it turns out the machine itself is very good, you could just simply upgrade with a longer hose and you're still not going to break the bank. One thing I've always wanted to do with this channel is help you get great results without spending a fortune. So when I spotted this £27 pressure washer in Lidl, I had to find out whether it could genuinely save you money. Let's give this a whirl. I'm not going to expect big things, so I won't be cross if it doesn't work. Thank God the cable's long. To pull this off, I'm going to need enough hose close to the vehicle so I can get around it, because there's going to be a lot of dragging involved, and I just hope that we don't have too much pressure. I'll turn the hose down, because if that pops off I'm going to get incredibly wet. Thankfully I had enough hose, but what about the cable length? I've got myself another power cable just to give me a bit more length to get around this. I'm not looking forward to it actually. It's quite, dare I say it, it's quite dodgy when you've got water and electrics which are exposed. I just think this might make my life a bit easier, provided I don't blow myself up. Let's unleash the power of the Parkside pressure washer. Hey, that's all right. Well, I wasn't expecting that. I thought it would be terribly weak, but in fact, there's a bit of a kick to that. Because I was struggling with a bit of a bad back, I decided to recruit some help for this video. Matt?
Yeah, hang on. You all right?
Would you like to have a go on my £27 pressure washer?
Oh, more than anything in the world.
Great, mic up, and I want to get your opinion.
Oh no. Well, I'm a professional Lidl expert, so...
You know everything.
It's tiny!
I know.
It's not going to do anything.
It's
Ah!
powerful,
Jesus,
I'm
yeah,
telling you
thanks.
that now.
No way. Is it actually good? Is it actually good?
There is a bit of a drawback. Try and just clean the car.
What do you mean? What, just spray it over?
Just wash the car.
Just wash the car.
You'll see.
It feels like a kid's toy.
Yeah.
This gun is... Oh no, right, sorry.
Get a bit round the front. Can you get round the other side?
Dave.
That's it.
There's a
That's the problem. It's got a 3 metre hose.
3 metre high. This is the thing. Lidl love tiny cables. That's where they save money, isn't it?
So what they've done is they've given us a... Oh no! Oh! Yeah, this is the problem. The hoses are going to constantly ping off, so you've got to juggle that with the long power cord.
Could you buy a longer hose to go on it, or is that just not going to happen?
You can get a longer hose.
Yeah. Is it? Oh!
Hang on.
Oh,
careful with...
Dave, this is a bomb. I'm sorry.
It's a right faff. This is the issue. So by the time you get round the car...
The other side's dried off now.
Yes, it's going to dry off.
And now I can't go to the front, can I?
And we have to be careful that you don't drag it, because then you'll damage the power cable and then you'll blow us up.
We've been very careful.
Well...
Huh?
It's not bad, is it?
It's
the
come off
hose
again.
has come off again. I don't know whether it's this plastic adapter, because I couldn't unscrew it and I didn't want to yank it because it's only plastic.
Oh, does it come with this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but you could. That's a generic hose look one. You can replace that.
Yes, but is it?
Yeah, it is.
Is it? Is it?
I've said that. It is.
I know. I think it's attached to it. I wouldn't undo it, because if you break it,
no,
if you break it, the video's over.
Wouldn't that be a shame, viewers? It isn't.
It's attached. I'm telling you, it's not a screw one, and I'm not going to try and unscrew it until I finish the video.
Surely. All right. That's.
Because if you do that, it's game over. Right. This is the issue now, Matt. I've got to carry this over here to turn. I think it's this plastic connector, because I used the same attachment on my other pressure washer yesterday. This is really stressing. This is really stressing me out. Do you know what? I think it's the connector, and I'm going to prove it right here, right now. This isn't a paid promotion. This is my pressure washer. I just want to prove a point. I think the connector is dodgy on the Lidl one. Watch this. I'm going to put this on, like so. That feels nice and secure. It didn't go on as easy. Let me just check that. God, that was nice. That went in perfectly. It doesn't feel the same. Oh yeah. It's not coming off. It's not coming off, Matt. Here we go. I'm even going to keep the pressure washer on with the hose reeled up. Watch this. I'm telling you now. Nothing. It's not coming off. It's not the adapter. It's this adapter. Cheap plastic rubbish. I don't think this is good enough. See, the tap's not on full. You can hear it's trying to force more water. See, I have got another little experiment I'd like to try out, and it involves this. Believe it or not, what I have in my hands is another thing I can't manage. It's actually a collapsible water container, and it goes along with another pressure washer that I've bought from AliExpress a couple of weeks ago, which I will be featuring on the channel very soon. But it just got me thinking, how much water would I really use? This is very tricky, you know. You're getting a sneak peek, by the way. So this comes part with another pressure washer, a battery-powered one. But I couldn't resist. When I saw it came with a little container on wheels, I thought, yeah, I'll have to have some of that. So I'm going to try it out, fill it up, and see how many rinses I can get around the entire car. Most modern pressure washers can easily suck up water from a container, so would this one be any different? Come on, you can do this. This might need to be gravity fed, So when I lift it, yeah, the water is coming out. So it might need to be higher than the pressure washer itself. It's going to do my back good. This doesn't solve the problem of manoeuvring, but we'll see. Nope. I tried a shorter, chunkier hose to see if it'll be any better. It's not having any of it. What a waste of water. That's going to piss off Lenny Henry. Bugger. Okay, so it can't pull water without pressure from an outside tap, but I still wanted to put another adapter from my DTLR Pro to see if I could at least use it without the hose popping off. And to no surprise, it works brilliantly. It even made light work of the dirty path outside the unit. So what did I make of Lidl's baby Parkside pressure washer? Well, I've got to be honest, despite a few little technical difficulties, I really like it. As for the machine itself, I haven't got any problems. It's great that it comes with the 5-meter cable. The unit is very well built. I'm not going to say that it's perfect, but when you look at how much I've paid for it, I think it's tremendous value for money. And we did have some issues with the tap connector. As soon as I changed it, everything was working flawlessly. It was just the difficult things that I was trying to process, like maneuvering it around when you had the hose and the cable combined. It was just too much faffing. But as for that unit, I think if I was to buy one of these, immediately the first thing I would do is upgrade the hose and the trigger. Because if you do that, I think you've got one of the best value pressure washers out there. Am I skeptical about the durability? Yes and no. It depends really, because it's not really a commercial pressure washer. So you're not going to be using it every day 24/7. It's one of those things which occasionally you just might want to clean your own car. And if you live in a block of flats, you don't have a lot of space, you haven't got a shed to put a gigantic pressure washer, I can see this ticking so many boxes because you can literally store it anywhere. Now, I've tested many budget pressure washers in my time, and you often find the cheaper the pressure washer, the less storage compartments we have. But I can put my cable here, the lance and the trigger fit in nicely, so they're not going to take up too much space. And if you really did have to persevere with a 3-meter hose, look, you can hook it on there. So I could literally take this anywhere I went. So I don't really want to be too critical about it because I did only pay $27.99. And I don't even think I'm ever going to find a corded pressure washer for that price again. Now, this wasn't the only pressure washer that I purchased from a supermarket over the last 7 days, because I was in Aldi and they've currently got their battery-powered pressure washers on sale. But there is a bit of an issue here because although you can get the pressure washer, it's literally impossible to get yourself a battery and a charger. So I've been searching all the stores and I'm still yet to find one. So I can't test it on the channel just yet. And unfortunately, by the time I get around to doing it, they'll probably be off the shelves. Now, if you really are in the market for a battery-powered pressure washer, recently I've made 2 videos, including another one from Lidl's Parkside range and one from Works, which is the Hydra Shot. If you want to see how I got on with those 2 videos, spoiler alert, one of them wins hands down, you can watch both of them right here.